After Taranaki Falls, we drove to Taupo. We left from Whakapapa village at about 12:15. It is about 100 kilometers from Whakapapa village to Taupo. On our way to Taupo, we stopped at Te Ponanga Saddle Viewpoint with a view to Lake Taupo and Mount Kanamu Hill, known also as Mosquito Hill. Views from Te Ponanga Saddle Viewpoint were stunning. Shortly after Te Ponanga Saddle Viewpoint, we had another small break at a road rest area next to Lake Taupo. Then we drove to Taupo. We stayed in a former spa hotel which did not have the best reputation and is now rebranded to Granger Thermal Spa Resort, located almost at the end of the spa road. Considering we paid $80 per night, we can't complain. We got a reasonably large room and bathroom. Furnishing was rather cheap and old, but clean and tidy. In the evening we walked to Otumuheke Stream, known also as Spa Park Hot Pools, which are nearby to Spa Hotel. First thing in the morning on 3rd of January 2018, we walked to Otumuheke Stream, known also as Spa Park Hot Pools. It is only a short walk, about 700 meters from Spa Hotel to Otumuheke Stream, which should not take more than 10 minutes. Otumuheke Stream is a hot geothermal stream that flows into the Waikato River at Spa Thermal Park, providing a hot spot where bathers can relax in healing mineral water. The further you get from the stream, the cooler the water as it mixes with the cold Waikato River, which is New Zealand's longest river. The Otumuheke Stream area had a significant upgrade in 2018, including new changing rooms, lockers and toilets, river edge lounging platforms, a hot spring seating area and coffee kiosk. After Otumuheke Stream, we went on a 3 hours long kayak tour on Lake Taupo. We booked tour with canoe and kayak company, which cost $115 per person, which is not the cheapest thing, but is worth it. The whole trip took about 4 hours, including transport to the kayak's launching place. Lake Taupo is the largest freshwater lake in New Zealand, with crystal clear water with a view to 3 live volcanoes. Kayak's launching place was located in Jerusalem Bay, which is easily accessible from Acacia Bay Road. We paddled up to Maori Rock Cabins in Mine Bay and back, which is about 8.5 kilometers of paddling in total. Our Rada needed some quick fix. We paddled to Natorojani Mine Bay Maori Rock Cabins, cowed by artist Matahi Brightwell and his 4 assistants, and completed in 1980. The main cabin is over 10 meters high and took 4 summers to complete. The cabin has become an iconic tourist destination, with hundreds of boats and yachts visiting the spot yearly. Cabin is intended to protect Lake Taupo from volcanic activities underneath. Shortly after we left Maori Rock Cavins, we had a small break on lovely rocks which were nearby. Lake Taupo was formed by a massive volcanic eruption some 26,500 years ago. The ban blew a 660 square kilometers hole in the earth and sent ash flying all over the world. Now that the dust has settled, the Great Lake provides a mammoth amount of fun. After a short break, we paddled back to kayak's launching place in Jerusalem Bay. After a busy morning in Otumuheke Stream and kayaking in Lake Taupo, we went for a lunch to Paetiki Bakery Cafe in Taupo. We got there at 2:15. Paetiki Bakery Cafe closes early at 3:30. Paetiki Bakery won a couple of prizes for their pies and other products, which is no surprise as their stuff is delicious. We had steak and cheese pie and steak and vegetable pie and some other treats and all were delicious. After a short lunch we went to Lake Aratiatia, also known as Aratiatia Dam. We took a few pictures of Aratiatia Dam and beginning of Aratiatia Rapids and then we went to short Aratiatia Rapids walk which brings you to lower and upper lookouts. Aratiatia Rapids is one of the most popular natural attractions in the North Island. At Aratiatia the Waikato River falls naturally through 28 meters in the space of 1 kilometer. Thousands of liters of water are released from the Aratiatia Dam, creating a spectacular flow of water through a narrow gorge. Last attraction which we visited on that busy day were Huka Falls. A footbridge right at the top of the falls puts you in a prime position to get up close and witness the powerful display of water blasting by. The name Huka is the Maori word for foam, which is appropriate as the falling water and rapids certainly resembles foam, especially under flooding conditions. The Huka Falls are a set of waterfalls on the Waikato River that drains Lake Taupo. At the top of the falls is a set of small waterfalls dropping over about 8 meters. The final stage of the falls is over a 6-meter drop, raised to an effective 11-meter fall by the depth of the water. Huka Falls is one of the most visited natural attractions in New Zealand. You'll hear the Huka Falls well before you see them. It's the sound of 220,000 liters of water per second, erupting from a natural gorge and thundering 11 meters into the Waikato River below. It's caused by the Waikato River normally 100 meters wide, being forced to narrow to just 15 meters wide as it passes through a hard volcanic canyon. This increases the flow pressure immensely, causing the water to burst out with a great force as the gorge ends. Same as the day before, the first thing we did on the morning of the 4th of January 2018 was a quick bathe in Otumuheke Stream, also known as Spa Park Hot Pools. After an early morning bathe in hot pools, we went to Aratiatia Dam to see the gates opening. Dam gates open 10 am, 12 pm, 2 pm and in summer also at 4 pm. Water is released daily through the dam at the rate of 80,000 liters per second for 15 minutes. Thousands of liters of water are harnessed for environmentally sustainable hydroelectric power. Headwaters are diverted through a tunnel to the power station. As the gates slowly start to open, the water first seeps, then rushes through and cascades downstream, completely transforming the stream within minutes. To view the Aratiatia rapids gradually filling up, make sure you arrive a few minutes before the dam is due to release. Swimming is not permitted at the Aratiatia rapids. It is extremely dangerous and sadly death and injuries have occurred in the past. The dam can potentially open at any time. Before every opening of the dam, warning sirens can be heard. Listen out for these warnings and ensure you only watch from a safe viewing point. Please note that the dam gates may release at any time without warning. Aratiatia Rapids is one of the 2 locations used to film scenes of dwarves floating down the river in the barrels in The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Another top-rated tourist attraction which we saw that day was Craters of the Moon. Craters of the Moon is geothermal valley hissing with clouds of steam and view cauldrons of bubbling mud from viewing platform. It got its name because of lunar landscapes and otherworldly atmosphere. In the 1950s, a large area of land north of Taupo suddenly began to get hot and emit steam. Craters of boiling mud emerged along with other geothermal phenomena. And so, the Craters of the Moon was born. The event was triggered by the lowering of underground water pressure by a nearby geothermal power station. Power station lowered underground water levels. As hot water was withdrawn from deep within the field, the water level in the deep reservoir dropped and the remaining water boiled more violently, producing more steam. Superheated water rose to the surface, escaping through any vent it could find. Wooden boardwalks have been constructed to protect visitors from the heat of the soil, and these are regularly moved as new vents emerged. Craters of the Moon has a wide variety of thermal features. Large craters, boiling mud pools, steaming trenches, roaring fumaroles, and brightly colored soil. After Craters of the Moon, we went for a short walk at Taupo lakefront. During our walk around the lake, we saw hole-in-one challenge, where you have to hit a golf ball about 100 meters over the lake and onto a floating pontoon. Many balls end up in the bottom of the lake, and guy with a snorkel and helmet picks them up. we went for a lunch again to Paetiki Bakery Cafe in Taupo. We had steak, cheese and bacon pie, and kiwi pie and some other pie and cakes. It was delicious like the day before. Thank you, Paetiki Bakery. And Paetiki Bakery was the last thing which we did in Taupo. We enjoyed Taupo very much, but it was that time to hit the road again and drive to beautiful Art Deco capital of the world, Napier. Travel vlog from Napier will follow on this channel, so please stay tuned and subscribe please. Thanks for watching guys, please leave questions and comments below, like my video and subscribe. Thanks for watching.